Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Hey guys, I'm the Wise One, and in this video we're going to take a look at the best moments of the Swiss stage on round 3 of Worlds 2023 when T1 battles Cloud9. Grab some snacks and let's get started.
Knowing Blabber was topside, knowing he was pushed out there, he's forced to flash and fudge. Now level 6 is up.
Oh, he's taken way too much damage from that equalizer already. He's going to go straight into the death chamber. First blood given over to Owner.
Lets them move to this Drake pretty uncontested.
Well, I was going to say, when you use that at that timing to grab flash, then this is before 6, but Owner can use his flag and drag to threaten that with Faker stealing the shockwave, and now you grab Dragon Control. And I mean, this is just T1's map to rule right now.
All right, Berserker trying to take an aggressive trade here. He's level 5 against Guma's level 5. Does have
bot lane for a long time. It's allowed Carrier to push the wave, recall, and now be on the way to Rift Herald, which wouldn't give C9 time to kill it.
2v2 at the top side. The equalizer getting some big value, and now Owner is going to join up with this one, as they do want to extend this play, but not sure if they want to overextend as Sven has come on in. The flag and drag goes in out to the Rakan. His Owner just doesn't give a damn. He has Carrier behind him, gets him in the death chamber. That's the ultimate comes out, and everybody is going down on the side of C9 in the top lane. T1 just burning them to a crisp in the top lane.
Well, that'll be 4 kills for T1 now in this early.
Mercedes-Benz, Gumayusi versus Berserker, and there has been a lot of action in the bottom lane.
Early, so wouldn't shock me if they just use this bot pressure, push people back in the river, and look for a fight or drop the Herald mid.
While they're over the wall, they're looking for Sven as he is going to get dunked on, and he's got one hope, his ultimate ability, but that's not going to do enough as he was alone. 1v4 as T1 come over the wall,
Throwing Qs at Berserker and Berserker juking them. There was never like a counterplay that C9 would be able to make.
Bud's in a lot of trouble. He flashes onto the other side of the equalizer. Zeus just tanking this one up. Budge is still alive underneath this turret. He's just going to get flagged from the heavens as Owner going to pick up his 4th kill in this game.
And here's another example. They spent so long on that dive top, so there's 3 people for C9 bottom trying to make the counter happen. Let's see if C9 can at least get a turret.
I mean, they're going to try to here defend this turret by himself. This is a cannon wave, so get the top side play to be a success. Unfortunately, Fudge
Talented players around him. Hold his own in mid lane and press his F keys really good and talk.
He's been pressing his keys pretty well. Owner, once again, maybe it's showboating, I'm not sure. Owner in a little bit of trouble as he does have some help from his squad, but he is going to be able to get away. Blabber gets hooked by the feathers, and now there's a massive equalizer on the entirety of C1. Just trying to, C9 rather, trying to retreat out of this one. That's a huge play comes out from Carrier, and they turn this one around, and even the tower can't get into this one, as Carrier will disable that. This might just be a clean ace going into the hands of T1, and that it is. Nobody will fall on the side of T1.
An insane win here for T1, but we all saw it coming. They had control over the Dragon, and at this point in time, Owner is just so tanky, he could absorb a lot of that damage, and as the turn begins,
we've had a couple of 24-minute games as well. And, Wolf was talking about it before. We're on pace for a perfect game. That's just going to be Berserker dead for free. There's just no help under the turret. He has flash, but no time to react. And T1 are just taking whatever they want on this map.
If they want to commit to it, they don't even have to. And T1 have control over every
time they are. And Faker, I mean, he's drawn 3, 4, 5 people just down to the bottom side of the map. And yes, they will get this objective bounty.
Not a perfect game, chat.
Not a perfect game, but it's a perfect Baron. Nobody is going to contest them on that.
Win probability than G2's comeback on day 2 when they were at a 99.4% chance of losing.
Yeah, I think we might be adding 50 gold for the Nexus on this Red Bull Baron power play if they wanted to push it further. But just to be safe, they will of course sync up the waves. They're going to put Faker in the bottom lane here, and Blabber.
Hey, he got the blue buff.
Yeah.
You know what?
At what cost?
That's pretty good. He got the buff. Oh no, he's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he's being chased down here by Owner. I think that Carrier is just going to let him do the 1v1 thing, and there he goes, dunked into the ground.
I say this a lot. Your base, what are you doing at this point? I mean, T1 have won this game, and everything that happens from now on, and frankly, everything that happened from 5 minutes ago on is really hard to criticize for C9. There really is no correct play.
Now Faker is just doing a dance in the enemy base at this point in time, picks up the quickness and just kind of shoves it in their face as T1. You know, they're on pace to try to break one of the fastest games that we have had here in the Swiss stage. The turrets of the Nexus are already going down. C9, they're gonna have to make one last stand, and they get the knock up here on a Zeus, who loses a total of 0 health at this point in time as the Bard ultimate comes out as well. And Carry is having a lot of fun at this point. Fudge is in that back line, but he's just going to be ripped to shreds by the feathers once again. As T1 will play with their food, they will get what they deserve after this victory. As down will go the Nexus. T1 will move on to 2.
I'm the Wise One, and in this video we are going to take a look at the best moments of the Swiss stage on round 3 of Worlds 2023 when NRG faces Mad Lions.
There was a real chance that
Grab some snacks and let's get started.
You can connect your League of Legends account with Prime Gaming to grab the exclusive experimentation emotes. As you might use that in this situation, Elyoya in a really bad spot. He doesn't have much where to go, and he does not have his flash. That should be the end of it, as First Blood is given over to Palafaker.
Oh boy, well
the right time. And now NRG should be able to get this dragon.
Yeah, nothing Hilly can do about this. And
here we got Niski making his way over. He's got his wall in position. 3v1. Dokla and her big, but can you make this happen as the knockup comes in? The knockback as well as Dokla tries to trade it back, but it will just be a kill. Handed over to the Rumble in the top lane.
Yeah, really tough there for Maokai Chase Kaisa versus hard engage with Alistair, Jarvan.
Well, Dokla does not have his flash, and he's getting bullied again. This is 3v1. We do have Palafox trying to make his way up. Dokla just trying to survive. He's on fire, though, and down he will go. Contracts and Palafox trying to turn this one around. Can they burst down Chasey? Just a bit more damage as he has the equalizer. Is going to hit nothing, but they do take out the Rumble. Meanwhile, down at the bottom side, FBI trying to get away from 2 members. As Hylissang and Karsi not quite able to get him down, and Ignar will also
be pretty clean on this.
Yeah, this is intense.
I can't believe Elyoya was patient there to not do anything.
Yeah, they're just staring each other down. They don't know they're both in there as, okay. That's not going to amount to too much as the teleport comes out, and now Ignar will press his buttons and get that engage going as the dive from that, a little bit lackluster, and with the teleport coming in, NRG will win big.
I mean, sometimes the patience come back to bite you. You stay too long, they identify the situation, teleport to cancel. That play and grab a kill is... Dokla, he is getting abused.
That's a lot of damage. I mean, the wall's gonna come in here. Niski is being followed, and he will pick up the kill. The Contracts is here now. He's got his ultimate as well. Can Niski survive against the big tree? I'm not so sure one auto might do it, and that will be Contracts picking up the kill.
The rare work for Niski.
Yeah, he's got teleport. He could go straight back to lane. Elyoya's catching his farm. 100% worth.
Oh, trying to get in here with the Alistair ultimate. He just doesn't take any damage as Elyoya just trying to survive, and that he will. Hylissang coming over. This game is going off the rails now as the supports are coming in. There's that big apotheosis on 3 players, and Karsi going to get a huge shutdown here on the Palafox in the mid lane.
They're with the Alistair ultimate, thinking he can kill Elyoya before this dragon, get them ahead, but giving away that bounty.
Oh boy. Jet, you'll get to talking a little bit, I swear, as these teams will not stop fighting each other, especially Hilly, who just decided to...
Yeah, I mean, you look at what these 2 comps can do and how well they can punish, especially in these scrappy early game fights. It is pretty insane as Chasey is going to try to push this advantage, baiting Elyoya.
Another bait. Baits him very nicely. Palafox is taking a huge amount of damage, even with the Cataclysm. Does do a nice amount of follow-up damage with this
next streak, but I want to mention it because it is Mountain Soul, and it is Mountain stacked against Poke here for NRG if Mad starts getting those up, as Niski might be vulnerable.
Boy, yeah, he's going to get Everfrost. It doesn't react to it at all. He's just going to go down for free. 2 players just getting in the enemy jungle, and NRG pick up another one.
On the top side of the map here for Mad Lions, they won't come up empty, though. They will go ahead and grab this turret here, so it will further, actually, the lane economy snapshot presented by MasterCard here. Allow them to set up for this next Drake so they can start stacking those mountains against the Poke.
Yeah, it looks like NRG, if they can just pick this one up, they're going to do
this Nila ultimate. You're going into Equalizer, you're going to Elyoya, they spot him out.
This is where Maokai saplings are very nice to have because you don't need to blindly check. Otherwise, that's exactly what Madrid wants.
Oh boy, Karsi goes very hard in there. No, he's going to get caught by 2, and he does have some help from the Alistair. But look at the damage on the front line here from the side of NRG, and Palafox is just unkillable. He's just running at the side of Mad, and there's the follow-up from the Kaisa. FBI gets to that back line and will just ripped him to shreds. It's now Hilly will be the last casualty. He does get 1 kill and finally shuts down FBI, but that's not where you want that shutdown to go.
What a massive fight from Energy there. You could see Mad tried to pull the trigger first, but it was Ignar's engage that really landed. They do not take the Drake immediately. They're just
2 minutes away, or of course to defend
they
Mount
want a
Solo's
fast play.
Hilly.
They're going to try to get here onto Ignar, who is isolated. Will throw out the ult, but there's 3 members in there. And look at FBI. He can't do anything. He's trying to just get out of here as the wall is going to follow up. And FBI is totally isolated. He is the bonus kill for the side of man.
What I thought they were going to do is just go for a fast play. Whenever you're down this much in gold, you need to go for a quick play. Hilly is everywhere.
Into the team. He's just free food for the side of Mad. As now, you were going to send it on the Baron. Maybe that delays a little bit of time for FBI to get here, but he doesn't have TP. So Mad are just going to send it on the Baron.
Maybe. We'll see how much damage Palafox, 3-strike system. Does he get a good ult?
That was pretty good. He is going to do a lot of damage
That's
to Carsey
very
here
good.
in the front here. And now the turn does come out from Mad as they keep the Baron alive as well. They get the Silas. As desperate as Energy, they just want to stop this Baron from going down.
They got to give it.
I don't think they're going to be able to stop it at the end. Mad will take it down, and Hylissang will give up his life for it.
So 1 pick is all it takes. Elyoya can flag drag over the wall. Chasey, we'll see how lucky he is.
Looks like Chasey might be the bonus as well. Throws out the equalizer, but he is gone as well.
But 1 pick as you
In this game. But there's a fight.
Yeah, there's a fight going on right now. It looks like as the wall's coming out, Iski wants to join up with this one, but everybody's getting hit by the Maokai ultimate as Energy trying to get this front line in, but Ignar going a little bit too far. He's going to be taken out first, and now the engage comes in from Elyoya, immediately taken out by FBI. It's a 4v4 after a couple of picks, and Mad are going to seed the mid lane
and use that to deny the soul. Just going to try to slow siege this turret.
Double knockup. I mean, they're just running in front of the Talia, and they will get punished for it as FBI can't do anything. Palafox is so low. Diving the turret as the knockup comes in to FBI, and they will take him out in the end as this game is just chaos now.
It's a total barn burner. It's a slobber knocker. It's NA versus EU.
Right here in the trade up for Mad Lions.
Niski is clutching up. The amount of seismic shoves he's landed to keep. And Palafox.
Okay. They're actually going to send it for this one as Palafox not going to land that one as now he has his own wall.
He wants to skate out of here.
Let's see if he can do it. He's trying to get out of
This is
vision.
bad for NA.
And, he's even going to flash. Okay, well, let's see where he goes. He's going straight into the enemy team as you're going to get knocked off of that wall immediately, my guy. As down he goes. Palafox is
Palafox is back. That shouldn't be possible. Mad should hard commit to this Drake, take it, and then reposition for Baron.
Now, Energy is going to try to send it into the Baron. They know that all of Mad are on this dragon.
This is risky.
A risky call. Such a risky call.
They can flip it. Things have not been going well. They're a little bit on the back foot, but Palafox will be here.
Yeah, they have the damage. They have the Maokai ultimate as well. Elyoya can't get into this pit, and that will be the Baron. Given over to the side of Energy in trade of the Drake. Elyoya wants to get in, but look at the Maokai.
Do they turn?
Just ticking away.
And if Hilly and Carsey make an engage together, this could be massive. You've got to be so careful as NRG. Here we go.
And they're going to engage onto the Maokai. Definitely not the target. As in goes the Apotheosis, gets 3, but immediate turn comes out from the side of Ignar, but he's taking a lot of damage on the front line. Contracts is also being taken out. But look at FBI on the left side. He's just chunking him down along with Palafox. And that is Niski trying to turn this fight around. And he might just be able to as Niski and Carsey put it together. And they take down Energy in the fight.
This is going to be tight. That's a huge fight for Neela. That's a minion wave in the mid lane.
Time he can and get out with his life for those respawns to come through. FBI on 20, Dokla on 20 here. There's going to be Inner going down. Don't have a massive...
You would love it if they could flip this. If it's a fight before that, that's what Mad wants. So Mad wants to engage, but Palafox is holding off on the left side here. If Mad engages, Palafox is going to look to flank and threaten the carries.
They're looking for Dokla.
There's the Maokai ultimate coming out. Now they're going to turn onto Elyoya, who is being chipped away, but Carsey in the back line has an angle, but FBI totally safe on the right side of this fight as finally Apotheosis does come out, but there's no follow-up. He is
Double
in
kill.
the VGA. And now Chasey and Niski over the wall. Can they get on top of this Kaisa?
FBI?
I'm not so sure as FBI is just chasing him down. And now Niski and Chasey, they're getting teleported on at the backside as well. The W is going to hit it over the wall. Comes Palafox. Chasey goes down. And Energy.
His zoning of the DPSs and then now his finish of them was fantastic in this one.
Yeah, huge. They have soul, but the Baron is happening right now. Elyoya would love to steal.
I mean, they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at him just to make sure.
I was mentioning, is it going to last much longer here? And then these minions are going to start breaking into the base. So Mad will have to be decisive here on that fast play, on that call. Going to have to be Hilly and Karzi, very likely again. Elyoya can help with the follow-up. Karzi
trying to push forward and challenge
FBI.
can cut this team in half with his ultimate if he finds the angle. No flip there.
Just looking for picks for, okay, that's the Unbreakable Will, and immediately that is going to be energy just backing away from Hilly. He says, okay, well, that's your ult down, and that will eventually expire, and that should be a second inhibitor for us, as the wall is going to come down, it's going to corral energy, but they don't seem to care at all, as Matt is not going to
Talking about, it seems impossible. Well, we've seen crazier things this game already.
I think anything is.
You know, that's the only damage we've really seen is energy. They do have 4, and look at Palafox, he's just running down the mid lane.
Oh, he's playing a different game. He's not going for Elder.
Someone has to defend that.
No, Matt's going to flip it. They're going to dare him back.
Someone has to go. Chasey, he's going as now.
Oh, man.
We are just going to flip the objective, aren't we? And it is the German who takes it. And now the TPs are coming in. They've swung the game. Energy, they don't want to even deal with the Elder, and they will not have to, as they will take down the Nexus and move on to 2-1.
In true energy fashion, the double TP backdoor, single TP, the other guy just walked in, but that is how they do it.
I'm the wise one, and in this video we are going to take a look at the best moments of the Swiss stage on round 3 of Worlds 2023, when Bilibili Gaming takes on Fnatic. Grab some snacks and let's get started.
Is here. So maybe looking for the follow-up as they do go in onto Elk, and now he doesn't have the hop away. He is just isolated. First blood given over to Noah in the bottom lane.
Super well played here. An end to this early game control here from Elk.
Yeah, and that's really huge because the way BOG like to play, as there's a gank for Yagao as well. He's low on mana, nice shot.
Yeah, he's going very aggressive onto the turret, and they're looking to punish Yagao now. As has he gone too far, or is he just gonna 1v2? The flash in, and the shield comes in. Humanoid is safe for now, and they will pick up the kill. Humanoid gets his revenge in the mid lane.
Elk and On are in the vicinity, but no one else. They're going to try to make a play topside in trade here instead. Shun has ult. Oscarinen solo on mana here.
So Ben has cookies that can get his mana back a little bit.
Yeah, and they're going to push this wave. It's a pretty nice stacked wave, and Shun is level 6. I mean, this is potential gank, but Oscarinen is pretty tanky. Even with the Ruby Crystal, here comes Yagao. And yeah, as you mentioned, they're just going to wait for the 3v1. We've seen this already today as down should go the Poppy in due time. Didn't take very long.
But he's been trading so well. He even used the Honey Fruit earlier, and now they're going to try to turn this into topside objective control as well.
I do wonder if they can push them off this Rift Herald, because if they get it, BOG's going to be off to the races. But Razork's here, level 6. Humanoid has ults.
They're trying to turn onto the Akali, but Humanoid is getting in there. He doesn't give a damn. He's got the
Daisy.
Goes on to help with his own but a follow-up of Trippy. He comes in and turns the tides of this tight fight, rather, as Yagao is going to go down. It's a double kill for Trippy on the Alistair. And finally, Oscarinen does come in here, and he will try to help out with this one, but On and Bin will just abandon ship.
I mean, Rip
in the bottom lane.
Yeah, pretty tough to defend that one. Also, not entirely sure what their plan is against this Jax.
Yeah, they're trying to get in there. It looks like Counter-Strike is down, and Daisy's just getting to work down there. Meanwhile, we do have a fight up here as Humanoid. He's looking to exert some pressure down here as Elk just going to push him back once again, as meanwhile up in the top side, Bin is getting engaged on, and there it is. Oscarinen in the 2v1 takes down that kill, and no kill.
Now is going to be playing the Orianna in team fights, because the way he's playing the map, he's almost playing it like Talia. If that makes sense, he's playing all through sides. They're not playing through mid very well. Trimpy's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he also smashed the ground. Not quite as effective as the Daisy.
Humanoid
On is going to take a lot of damage. Humanoid once again in that back line, just forcing him. Trimby is going to be forced to use his ultimate now, and he's being chased down the river. The rest of his team just leaving him to die, as BLT will get the shutdown over to Elk.
Donation over to Elk.
Yeah, that's really rough, getting this Tristana further ahead. And, you know, Oscarinen's going to grab a turret plate up here topside and has this push. Should be able to get his way out of here, but this is, you know, picking up gold on a Poppy who's going to be pretty self-sufficient anyways, you know, picking up a gold on a Jax, for example, for this tournament.
Yeah, if anything, I feel like this will be more likely to extend the duration of the game. Oscarinen obviously getting a little bit more gold up there.
Humanoid is taking a lot of damage, gets ulted in the Shroud. Wow. He's just going to go down 2v1. Elk picks up another big kill.
Yeah, Luden's completed for Yagao as well, so his Shockwave or even just his QW will start doing more and more damage, keep farming and farming. Fnatic is just, I'm just thinking about how these fights are going to play out. They're so low damage.
Right, they're going to catch on once again, but, you know, again, it's this Rakan. They don't want to go into this choke against that and take a fight in that position, as Bin is making his way up. Skirnin in the bush. It looks like they finally do spot him. Is now on. Might not have a way out against the Poppy. Down he goes. He's just bursted 100-0. And now this fight coming in. Humanoid is pretty deep as the Poppy ultimate this time. You can rely on that one, but Humanoid, again, he doesn't really want to stay.
Whoa.
As now Skirnin is going to go over the wall, and the follow-up engage is huge as in goes Shun alone. And this is a 4v5 for BLG. I don't think they want to take this fight as Fnatic is going on in. Bin, of course, in that backline is pretty huge, but he is alone. And Skirnin is just leading the charge on the bottom side of this fight.
Divide and conquer. Damage is split. Yagao, he's Orianna. He doesn't have damage throughput to continue that fight. Elk, meanwhile,
Look at this guy.
I mean, he's not going to be able to hop away. As okay, he's got a Rakan nearby, and he's just going to put the steadfast presence in. He wants the stem plant, but he's not going to get it. As ticking away is Skirnin. Oh, he gets the shield by hitting the plant, and Oscar will not fall.
They can continue to clutch up these team fights. We're talking about some of the ways they might be able to win. One of them was Noah.
that's going to be their main engage. Will he see this teleport flank?
Definitely will. A very important ward to come down, bit of damage into Humanoid, but it's just buying time for Fnatic to chip away at this Drake, as there you go, knocks away the jungler, and again, he is reliable. Oscar will not be denied, as Honest taking huge damage. Humanoid is going super deep, but he has so much support from this Ivern. They're going to try to get on top of Elk, and they might just be able to do it. They can't quite put that last bit of damage in, though, and Elk will be able to get away. As now Oscar on the front line, and the follow-up comes in from Trippy. Have they overextended is the question. Bin, it's gonna give them the answer as the shutdown comes in for Shun.
It looked so good. It looked so good in the fight, and the shields really stacking up onto Humanoid made it feel like maybe they could.
I think we'll just have to wait and see how the future fights do go. You talked about the team fighting from BLG. Elk
Walk up on Shun here because the Orianna is right with him, and if you get ulted in that choke, that's the end of the fight. And Elk has so much DPS, he can just simply take this out on his own. They hold the choke with the Orianna ball.
Yeah.
What do you do, Fnatic? You've got no options.
Well, they're gonna just run through the Orianna and try to take this one down. The ult will miss as the huge engage comes in from Trippy. Is the follow-up their double Poppy knockup, as now they're gonna send it into the rest of BLG. As Elk, he's just gonna stay alive though. You can't even get on top of him with it. And Bin comes in right at the end to totally turn the fight. Fnatic are routed, and BLG will take this fight in a gigantic manner.
I mean, they were able to force their way through the choke. Razork and Oscarinen getting chipped away. They're actually not safe right now on that inner. They're going to have to link up with the rest of the team, but if the rest of the team links up, you lose your inhibitor. It's kind of a lose-lose situation here for Fnatic.
I think the win probability now is telling the story. We're up at like 95% Fnatic.
Yeah, BLG looks comfortable to just take their time. Bin just rolling down the bottom lane. BLG actually get that 4v5.
No, it's trying to back.
Orianna Trist is very powerful right now with how good Elk is playing and how much gold he has.
A lot of push in mid using that super minion wave here from BLG. Fnatic delay, they buy some time.
Maybe they give away a few bounties, so they're playing very conservatively. They know they have the better scaling, and they know they have this game if they just play it right.
On just keeps baiting these.
Yeah, he is very well, and Trippy, I think, is going to go down. Down he does go. No hope, even through the Altus now. The TP comes in. Is this the flank you were looking for, Fnatic? I'm not so sure, as he will dodge that one. And Bin is going 1v3 in the back line, even against the Oscar, against the Poppy, as Oscar eventually goes down, and nobody can kill Bin in this game anymore.
He's got GA, he's got his Zonias, he's got so much armor stacked up on top of the fact that he's Jax, so he wasn't even going to pop his GA, and that may just be the beginning of the end in this one.
That's how it ends. It's not a Baron, it's not a Drake, it's just a fight in the jungle. They're going to take a lot of this turn. Wow!
Oh boy. Well, that's what you could not afford at this point, although it looks pretty over. Down goes the Kai'Sa. Noah not able to help out his team at the very last moment, and Bin and the rest of them, the boys on BLG, will be able to take down this Nexus and play with their food in the fountain just a little bit more. There you go, BLG.
I'm the wise one. And in this video, we are going to take a look at the best moments of the Swiss stage on round 3 of Worlds 2023, when KT Rolster faces Weibo Gaming. Grab some snacks and let's get started.
Although now they should be able to ping that BDD is not here, you would imagine. But Weibo are sticking around, and they're going to get engaged on. Is now Lehens. That's going to be first blood going the way of Weiwei, but he will immediately be taken down in the side of his lane just to make sure. His top lane has looked pretty contentious as well as Keen. This time maybe looking for the angle. He is going to go all out now. Hits the Q3 onto the Shy, who doesn't have his flash, and everybody is here. We got 3 members of KT trying to get on top of the Shy, and they will be able to take him down. BDD picks up a kill.
This is huge.
Good start to what we're hoping is a banger game.
Yeah, definitely a pretty size at this point by any means in this game, as here's BDD, or is it Lehens? Does Weibo have any idea about this very tricky play? Very, very tricky. They have no idea! They both get caught by it. The double root comes in. Will anybody actually go down? It's Aiming! Will assassinate Chris.
What an incredible play! He comes down, disguises himself as...
We'll see if Weiwei can counter this.
Yeah, he's gonna flash on in and trade flashes, but Lehen's still here. It doesn't look like Aiming's getting up, and the damage is going in onto Weiwei. Can they trade it back? Yes, he will! As the kill will go, but it's traded as Light will take him down and take control.
12 years of Worlds, only 2 Korean teams have ever not made it out, as we might have a fight in River.
Well, really wanting that scuttle grab as in goes BDD, catches 2 of them, and the teleport flank from Keen is perfect. Where did that ward even come from? Big equalizer, though, from the Shy. Can they turn this one around? He's doing insane amounts of damage as KT fight on it, but it doesn't matter. It's a double kill over to Keen. And here comes Cuz as he's looking for more, but it will be the Orianna W to slow.
Engage first. You just give Viego that reset.
Lehen's just going for a little walk here, doesn't seem to care. Wow. Now he's gonna turn it onto Weibo, understanding that they could be there and totally turning the tides. That's another kill into the hands of Aiming.
That is the
You've got a little bit of control over the river, and look at this. I mean, this is a massive lead across the board here for KT, but you had river control. You didn't have vision on the left side of the Drake pit. You're kind of burst her down, but unfortunately that play was just not meant to be. And that's the turret down now as well.
Damage jungler. This is a Viego with 137 CS, who's near 2 items himself. As
Shy.
now, the Shy is in a lot of trouble. Do they have the damage? Those Leona ult is going to zone Aiming quite a bit as now Lehen's on the run here. Cuz does come in and the TP, and everybody on KT is here as the Sivir is nowhere near. So it's just going to be KT taking a free kill.
I don't care if it's a Leona with Eclipse, it doesn't matter. I don't care if that's your turret, I'm gonna make it happen.
Here they go.
Okay, they're gonna spot him. That is BDD, not Keen. But meanwhile, it's just, you know, Weiwei going in, face shaking in the jungle. It's gonna be another team's jungle, but Lehens will do that. He will find that angle. Still just level 8. He's looking to actually get in onto Weiwei, who just immediately flashes out. He doesn't want any piece of that. It's now Xiaohu in a little bit of trouble. It is going to be another flash garnered as the follow-up comes in, and there is the auto, but they can't quite follow up on the Xiaohu. That is a lot of stuff just thrown into an Orianna that they do not get. The equalizer is perfect. It totally zones KT into this fight, and chat, what have you done? KT, somebody got excited for these guys as they have gone way too deep, and the Hens is going to get caught off as well. Keen, okay, it's got a very nice angle. As I immediately counter curse it, Xiaohu is looking for a little bit more. Keen is alone. 1v3 and down he will go. And Weibo Gaming have turned this game around.
I got a little enthusiasm.
Kaisa won't be able to do. We talked a lot about in our previous game. I mean, Kaisa does have strong damage output, Rage Blade stun, but the Sivir
will allow them to be a lot more aggressive.
And also, I mean, KT, they had control of Baron. They forced Weibo to clear vision as well. And this should be the moment to start this one up one more time. And let's see if Weibo with no vision can force the way through. TP coming out.
Well, they do want to go for the turn here as the ult goes in onto the Jarvan, but that is way too early. Keen, level 16, trying to just zone away the entire team. He is done as the jungler of Weibo is just gone. And Crisp is super low as well. Down will go Lehens, but that should be Baron over the side of KT. As Equalizer does go down onto BDD, they want to get a bit more on the side of Weibo, as Cuz might just have to sacrifice himself here as the rest of his teammates do get out of the fight.
I mean, this is chaos, though. Cuz is on the run. We have Mountain Drake coming up in a minute. Keen is still around. Look how wide we have to go on the camera.
Oh, they got him!
TP!
With the shockwave, and there's the TP as KT thinking about a bit more. They've got Aiming here. He does have that killer instinct. The Shy has to be so careful. He is not that tanky. That's where's the damage? Where's the follow-up? It's not coming in as Aiming finally has to flash on into this one just to try to turn it back. But now he's running out of Sivir, and down he will go. It's a huge shutdown into the hands of Xiaohu.
I feel like KT have severely bungled this. They had a lot of control. They did get
Also going to give Weibo this Mountain Drake, which is just going to extend the game even more, get you even close to that 5.
He was going to hit him, but he just backs away to the turret.
Banshee's Veil done here for aiming.
Oh, the play from the Hens! What was that? Right over the wall, and that is a free Jarvan given over to aiming. The rest of the team just there to support those two as Light is in a very awkward spot.
It only takes one good fight.
He's, I think he's going to be okay just because Cuz can't really attack that by himself. TP from pretty far behind, that's BDD. He's looking for the shy. He is going to get this huge burst, and he catches the rumble, but BDD nearly dies as an equalizer comes in. KT are going very deep. BDD has to try to follow up on this one. Keen just trying to keep this fight alive as Weiwei gets the big combo in, and now they can't overextend into Weibo. At this point, he can take this one, especially with the Sivir. They have so much Baron damage. KT forced into this fight. They do not have a choice as Keen looking to follow up on this one. As in goes aiming, finds Xiaohu, but look at that shield, it's just massive. As now the Shy has gone too far into aiming. He kites it back. There's the W, and Light, they finally take out the Sivir. He goes into GA, and Xiaohu, he's just gonna have to abandon ship. They finally get that pick onto the Sivir they've been looking for this entire game.
He can actually get this. It's gonna be so close.
Weiwei's close.
Oh, the W comes in for the Kaisa, and that is the Smite objective bounty. Oh, God, they got Keen right behind him. They're trying to corral this one as he's got the Shy up against the wall, but the team is so far behind. The all-out comes in. There's the knockup from the Q, and in goes aiming. Immediately, the rumble is popped, and the follow-up comes in from the side of KT. They say they don't need that Mountain Soul. They will just take your lives instead as the Nautilus ultimate will get Weiwei, and that is a 3-for-0 as KT look to push in.
This is insane.
This has got to be it.
This has got to be it. You have to think they've got enough damage to rip through these turrets. We're almost 40 minutes in. There's no way to hold.
Can they end it is the question. The two carries, they remain, but the turrets are falling so unbelievably fast, and Xiaohu, he's just 100-0. There is no hope, and KT will get the job done in 38 minutes.
It looked like they had lost